What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sneakers and Chris. I'm back here with another shoe review for you guys. Today we have here the Adidas Yeezy 700 MNVN Bright Canyon. I almost forgot the name, but if I said the name wrong, the Canyon part, just correct me down below. It won't be a problem. But I'm gonna give you guys a 360 before starting off. All right, so guys, as always, thank you guys for stopping by. You know it comes a long way when you guys stop by and watch my video. If you guys do like this video, make sure to like it up at the end of the video, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and make sure to click that bell notification so you guys can be notified every time I post, because I'm dropping content about every week. Shoes come out every week, a bunch of shoes come out every week, so every time I get my hands on them, and majority of the times I get my hands on them, so every time I do get it, you know I'm gonna provide a nice review for you guys, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. But aside from that, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, you guys can follow me at ChrisMIE_. If you guys want to see some sneaker content on any sneakers on my page, you guys can follow me on TikTok at Sneakers and Chris on TikTok. But aside from that, let's get straight to the Yeezys, man. So starting with the box, as we always do. So today we you know, the Yeezy box, nothing different with colors, nothing different. It's not like a Jordan or a Nike box. It's always that same brown box. The only difference is if you're getting a 700, you're getting the word 700. If you're getting a 350, you're getting the words 350. But aside from that, you see from this side you have 700 MNVN made by Adidas with the Adidas sign right here. This is how it looks. Then flipping it to this side, you have Boost. This is with Boost, and then you have where the label is at. Let me adjust the lighting for you guys right quick so you guys can see. But I'll read what the labels read. So 700 MNVN, size 10.5. With the word key BRGCYA. So that's a little short way for saying Bright Canyon. But aside from that, I'm gonna show you guys again. You open it, there's nothing else really inside the box. It might be extra laces. All right, so now that I reviewed the box, I checked to see if there was any extra laces in the box, because you guys can see we already got the infinite laces, but there's no extra laces in this box. Let me know if you guys do get extra laces on these. This is actually my first pair of these type of 700s, my first reviewing. So I'm not too sure if they always come with a extra pair that regular laces. If not, then just let me know. But let's get straight into the shoe. So this shoe released today, June 7th. On the Monday, now you're ready to go release. And stores that had them, I did see them on the app Foot Locker. I seen them only on Foot Locker, but it was not in my radar, not in my area. Let me know if you guys had any Foot Locker stores that had these in your area. And then you had the Confirm app doing the release live. Not a raffle, they were doing a live release at 9. That one was kind of hard. I took a L on that. And then you had other stores like BBC, Kith, you know, stores that has contract with Adidas most likely. You know, I'm in Miami, so I'm just naming out stores in Miami, and I was able to snag this pair from Kith. Luckily, it was a first come first, and I was able to get lucky. But let's get straight into the color and the material. So first off, this 700, not your typical regular 700s if you never had a pair. This upper is a nylon material, different, very different material, not your suede or leather material. Then you have the nice bright blue with the hits of reflective 700s on the side in bold and big. And then you have some more reflectives going on right here. It still has that shape and that look of 700. It's just the material is kind of different, you know. And then yeah, you still have some reflectors in the back. You have some black right here on both sides and the back. Also, you have your midsole in all black. You have your outsole in all black with the Boost going on. And you see the Adidas sign right here in the back. And as you switch inside, you can see the Adidas and the Yeezy sign inside with the insole in black. And then the rest and the inside is blue. And then something else, you can see the sizing tag on the back of the tongue. Your tongue is pure black. And then like I said, the infinite laces, usually you would have extra laces, and you just snap this off if you don't want it. But this time I don't think these come with extra laces, so you have no choice but to stick with these. Then you have your tags, your 2 tags. Usually used to be both of them white, but now we've been getting them in that brown colorway and this one in that white colorway. Like I always said, you guys could always look in between this and the light or in the sun to see if there's something that shows up in between through it, so you can know if it's real or fake. That's one way I learned something about Yeezys, if it's real or fake. now that we talked about the material and the color of the shoe, let's get into the topic of, are these worth buying at resale if you didn't touch at retail? So looking at resale right now, if you want to buy this pair, it's not looking too crazy bad. Retail was $220 plus tax, $235, like a regular 350s. I believe resale is doing numbers like, depending on the sizes, this is 10.5, and I think resale is between 320 to 350, I'll say. You know, these Yeezys, obviously it was kind of hard to get. It wasn't in store and out of store. So I'll say if you guys really do want it, if you guys took an L, you guys could probably go ahead and buy that at resale if you guys really want it today or throughout the week. You know, that wouldn't be a bad choice. I don't expect these to restock. If they do, it'll probably be a in a few months. You know, Kanye been restocking a lot of Yeezys, but that's my intake on it, you know. But if you guys came here for sizing, these, I'll say you should go half a size up, not true to size. You could go half or full size, but don't go down. And yeah, so like go half a size first, and then if they don't have your size for some reason, you could go one full size up. That would be too bad. I wear size 10 normally, and I went for a 10.5. And if I couldn't get a 10.5, I wouldn't went for 11, because my wave runners is size 11 and they're pretty fine, you know, and 10.5 is pretty fine also. So yeah, that's my intake on the sizing. But that's pretty much it, guys. Don't forget to rate the shoe in the comments below what I think about this shoe. When I saw pictures, I was excited. You know, I never had one in hand, and I never knew how the nylon material was until I got it in hand today. But looking at it picture wise, I was giving this a 9. But looking at it now in hand, I'm giving this a 7. So, you know, I'm kind of glad I still got it, you know, of course, to provide a review for you guys. But I'm not too sure if I'm going to keep it for myself, due to the fact it's my first time seeing how the material is, and I don't think I'm feeling it too much. You know, let me know what you guys think. And I guess that's why the hype on these type of 700s is not as crazy as regular 700s, you know. But that's pretty much it on my video, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. It's Sneakers and Chris, and I'm out.